Mailbag tone. This
Yay.
this comment poured in. It's from episode 12, and that was the one that we had monolith stories.
Got it.
And ended with that German phallus monolith that fell down, so they erected it again.
Yeah, I remember there was lots of jokes.
Regular viewer Chris Combs, no relation, says, I've got a monolith. I also have a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Why don't I think of coconuts? I see those poor swallows.
Shut up.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true, as far as you know.
A man named Adolf Hitler has won an election in the southwest African country, Namibia, and he's been kind enough to let everybody know he has no plans to take over the world. This is from the Huffington Post. You can look it up yourself.
That's refreshing because the last one
was not a great guy.
No.
However, the trains were exceptional.
Right on time.
Namibia is a former German colony, and now it begins to make some sense, and the name Adolf is a fairly common one. Mr. Adolf Hitler Uona says his father was unlikely to have known of the real Adolf's history. It's just that Adolf Hitler was a name everybody knew. Uona is from Namibia's Southwest African People's Organization Party, or SWAPO. We need a political party called SWAPO. Or
we need to figure out how someone in the world didn't understand Adolf Hitler was not a good idea.
Anyway, he was sworn in as counselor of the Punja constituency Wednesday. Punja is located in Namibia's northern Oshana region, and during the country's election on November 27th, Uona received 1,196 votes over opponent Joseph Stalin of the Independent Patriots for Change Party. No, I'm joking. His name is Abner Mumbai.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome. I thought you'd get a kick out of that, though.
Because otherwise we were sending missionary teachers to that place. French police in Lannion, Brittany became suspicious when they spotted a man lurking near a parked car at a time when the French COVID-19 lockdown rules required him to be at home. Lurking will always get you in trouble. I'm just saying.
I lurked one time and had the best time of my life.
Until they arrested you, and then there was the restraining order and the... Upon questioning, the 39-year-old unnamed man produced his legally required attestation that included his full name, the time he left his home, and his written-in reason for being out. To smash a guy's face in.
You can't loiter, but you can smash a guy's face in, because we aren't going to give you a ticket for that. There's no
lurking, smashing. The Guardian reports that local police chief said he was trying to fulfill the letter of the law in his own way. But we told him his reason for going out was not valid. So you know what they did? They fined him for violating the curfew and, of course, being drunk in public.
Well,
because
I'm shocked.
No sober person would do that or name their child Adolf Hitler. But hey.
Yeah, we got that thing going for us. Okay, now I got to show you these. Are you ready?
Probably not.
Appropriate gifts for Christmas for the year 2020.
Oh. I found money always works for me, if anyone would be wondering.
Well, you'll notice the theme here.
What in the world is that?
That's a flamingo that sits on a toilet and poops.
Really?
It's only 30 bucks.
Well, plus ship. Well, I suppose if you buy enough of them, they probably throw in the shipping.
I ship my pooping flamingo?
Someone, just like somewhere, somebody sat down and said, I got an idea, and it'll sell.
Here's the next one.
Am I looking at the south end of something?
It's a corgi.
A south end of a northbound corgi. Well, the Queen would like that.
Bottle opener.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd use it, but it'd be interesting to see the reaction. I wonder if we get one from the Queen.
No, and I know this is big for you because you're such an avid wine drinker. You ready?
I'm a heavy wine.
Now, this goes with that poop wine you came up with a week ago. Or was it more than a week ago?
I got to tell you.
Now we know how it got that way.
You know, I'm thinking that the young lady that lives with my son that'd be perfect for her.
Well, it's down to $16.95.
It's on sale.
Elves, yeah.
Just in time.
It's tipsyelves.com if you want to go.
I'll bet it is. Yeah.
And you get a bonus just because I think it's funny. Let me turn that off.
Wait, you forgot to buy hundreds of them.
It's a 2020 scented candle.
What's it smell like?
Dumpster fire.
You know, you match that up with the flamingo or the Santa Claus cork opener thing, and
we're good.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far.
It's your turn.
A 44-year-old named Matthew Pierce has been indicted on 31 federal felony counts related to a suspected Ponzi scheme. But when the FBI tried to arrest him in California, he took off. According to NBC News, agents followed him to Lake Shasta, where he pulled out a $1,200 Yamaha 350 Li ski scooter and then disappeared into the frigid water of Lake Shasta, spending about 25 minutes, quoting now, out of sight, underwater, where law enforcement could only see bubbles. The assistant... I know.
If I can't see you...
I know. You're not here. The assistant U.S. attorney Christopher Hales wrote in court papers that the agents just waited him out and arrested him when he resurfaced.
He must have been thoroughly surprised that they were still there.
Here's a man who could set up a Ponzi scheme and almost pull it off. And this he does for an escape? He's looking at 20 years in jail and prison. Boy, he wouldn't fare well there if he's convicted.
This reminds me, though, of an old story we did years and years ago, and my oldest son still quotes it to me. But it was a young man who decided he needed to rob a gas station. And since it was a gas station he worked at, he decided to put his motorcycle helmet on when he robbed it. And then he robbed it and went home.
Where the motorcycle helmet?
It had his nickname on it.
Yep.
Butch, and his Christian name, Eugene Fleniff Jr. Cops were waiting for him when he got home.
Didn't take him long to track that down.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.